sense.
What
man.
would you like me to make a video about?
Like how to like, for example, like not being so shy around people you meet for the first time to like be like talk to them and blah blah. I guess like that.
What did he say?
What is going on, homies and homettes? It's your boy Ilan, also known as Mug. Today's video topic is how to be more confident, how to be more social, how to get over the fear of like initially starting a conversation with somebody, how to be able to talk to strangers, really how to be less shy, how to be more confident. And I feel like it's going to be a very interesting one. So before I do get into it, I do want to say that this is my experience. What allows me to be the social person that I am, and it allows me to behave the way I do. This is my mindset. And yes, there are other ways to go about it. There are other things that could help, but this is what I've learned in my life and maybe it could help you. So without further ado, let's get into it. Number one, the first thing I would say is really understanding how human psychology works. And everybody is really focused on themselves these days. So no matter what you do, realistically, people are going to forget about it in about 2 to 5 minutes. That's genuinely the average time frame that you can literally go out in public, jump on a table and like dance, sing, do whatever you want. People are going to look, they're going to laugh, they might take a video, and then 2 to 5 minutes later, it's forgotten. Like it doesn't matter. Like nobody will ever talk about that again. So essentially understanding that a lot of people are self-focused, and that is completely normal because we are all the main characters of our own life. With the main character theory, I will say you gotta feel like other people are just NPCs. They're people that you will see right now, and unless you really make an effort to see them again, odds are you never will. How many times have you seen the same stranger twice? It is very rare. So before anything, to remove that kind of anxiety, that little fear of like, okay, what if whatever happens, you got to realize that odds are the person won't remember whatever the conversation was 2 to 5 minutes later, which is also very important when it comes to the second point. Breaking the ice. And I find a lot of people overthink, what do I say? How do I start this conversation? What do I do? It's really not that complicated, and a lot of people, they get stuck in that like, oh, I don't know what to say right now, and therefore they do nothing. Instead, just start the conversation with however you would like. Hey, I like your shoes. Hey, how are you? Whatever it might be, like it's fine. Nobody will actually pay attention to the first words. Just start the conversation. How would you like somebody to start the conversation with you? It's the same thing. Everybody's human. Don't put anybody on a different scale, on a different pedestal. Everybody is the same. So just be yourself and go start that conversation. Break that ice. The third point I'm going to get into is something that builds over time. So this piece of advice is actually something you guys are going to have to keep working on, and here's why. So the way our brains work is, let's say we decide that, you know what, I'm a confident person. I start telling myself that. And at first, your brain will make you feel like an imposter. Your brain knows you're lying. If you've never done anything to be known as that confident person, your brain's gonna be like, what are you talking about? But then once you start acting like it, every time that you do any behavior that a confident person would do, it reinforces that belief. So what you have to understand is that everybody could change, everybody could grow at any time. So if you choose that you want to be a confident person, that you are not shy, and you start telling yourself, I'm a confident person, and you start behaving like a confident person, it's going to reinforce it. And the more you do it, the more it gets reinforced. So a game that I like to do with this, and I've actually done this for many years, is a game of +1, -1. Really simple. Every time that you're faced with any challenge, with any question, with any decision that you have to make, whether you get out of your comfort zone or not, that's a +1 or -1. Let's say you choose to get out of your comfort zone, that's a +1. If you don't, then it's a -1. And at the end of the day, you count how many points you have. And the more points you have at the end of the week, the better. So the goal is to get as many points as you can. So I would literally have days where every decision I made brought me out of my comfort zone. And that resulted in so much personal growth because everything I was doing was getting myself to somewhere I've never been before. And that's another big point. And I think I'm going to close the video out on this topic. Don't focus on making huge steps at a time. A lot of people believe that life is all or nothing, but really it's little effort, little steps every day. Consistency is more important than anything else in the world. So what you have to do is get 1% out of your comfort zone, just 1% better each day. And what I've seen a lot of people do is overthink for a long time, then get like 10% out of their comfort zone and do something that's really ridiculous, and then not do anything for the rest of the year. But if you're doing 1% every day, at the end of the year, that's 365% better, 365% more confident. So you really have to take small steps every day. So just Start off by being a bit more social, even with your friend group. Engage in the conversations a little bit more. Be a little bit more out there. Then maybe if there's a place that you're comfortable with, let's say you go to the gym all the time, start talking to a few of the gym people. Do whatever you can to just start more conversations and start building those habits, building those skills. And over time, you're going to see a huge growth. So it's not something that will happen in one day, but like I said, don't overthink it. Just take things small, one step at a time, and you'll get there. So that's my advice on how to be more social, how to be more confident, and everything will build over time. So just give it that time and put in the effort. Anyway, with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please drop a like, share this with your friends, subscribe, and comment down the next topic you would like me to talk about. Thank you guys so much, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.